I know. Hold on. Let me get in the right mind space. Headspace, not my space.
Your space, my space. Our space.
I was thinking of the Bugs Bunny.
Yeah. That's what
Okay. All right. Hello, everyone, and welcome to We Don't Watch Movies with me, Monze.
And me, Corinne.
Yay. Fantastic. All right. So today we're talking about the movie Die Hard.
Yes.
Yes, the first of our holiday series.
Yes. Technically, it will be December when this comes out, even though it is certainly not festive at the time we are recording this.
It's definitely not festive at the time of recording.
In no way at all.
Yeah, so I personally don't. I want to get into this now. I hate when people say a movie is a Christmas movie.
Yeah.
If it takes place over Christmas.
Yeah.
But it's not about Christmas.
Yeah.
I don't like that.
Okay.
So, although we are saying Die Hard is the first of our holiday series, I do not like that it is part of the holiday series just because it takes place on Christmas, but it's not about Christmas.
Monze doesn't endorse the holiday branding that it has received post release by people. What if it is about Christmas though? What if it's about the Christmas spirit? What if the Christmas spirit is family, and that's the driving factor of Bruce Willis in this movie? And Alan Rickman he's devoid of the Christmas spirit, and that's what he dies.
I can tell you that's definitely not a driving factor. I think the thing is that he's trapped in that tower on Christmas.
But
or
what if
Christmas
there's
Eve or
what
something,
if there's
or it's like the Christmas Eve party or something stupid.
Yeah, it's like his.
That's another thing that annoys me when people have like their work holiday parties on Christmas Eve. I celebrate Christmas on Christmas Eve.
No, I know.
I do not want to be at a holiday party on Christmas Eve.
The week of Christmas itself, there should be no work.
There should be no one should be allowed to do anything.
No. I also don't like when the holiday party is on a Thursday, or any work parties on a Thursday. I'm like, why are you providing libations knowing I have to come into work tomorrow? Like,
why are you providing libations?
Why would you do this to me?
To work tomorrow.
Yeah. Can I ask, Jesse, do you think Die Hard is a Christmas movie?
I think it's a Christmas movie in the same sense that a movie can take place at Thanksgiving and be about sports.
Did you get that, Monze?
What? I heard it, but it was the weirdest answer I ever heard.
I think the answer is no.
Yeah, it was like a really weird roundabout way of saying no. I didn't understand. But anyway, whatever. Okay, great. I
think it could be a Christmas movie, but it depends what it's actually about.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes. Okay. So let's get into it. Why haven't you seen Die Hard, Monze?
I just never watched it. I've just never sat down and watched it. I don't have a reason. It was never on. It's not like anyone in my family was like, oh, let's watch Die Hard. So it was never a thing. I really didn't learn about Die Hard until I was much older. Mm-hmm. And people were like, oh, Die Hard. And Brooklyn Nine-Nine, I know that's Jake's favorite movie.
Oh, it would be his favorite movie.
It's his favorite movie. And I'm just like, I don't know anything about the movie. Yeah, and I just never got around to it.
Okay.
I've seen Bruce Willis and other things.
Yeah. It's funny you said it's never been on TV, because I feel like that movie is like, I see that movie on TV all the time for me. Yeah.
Really? Interesting.
And when I do say always all the time on TV, I mean like I've seen it on TV like 2 or 3 times. But that's a lot for me.
It's always on TV.
Yeah. So I almost feel like I'm cheating in college freshman year, my first mistake when he was still working at that place you could rent DVDs from. Do you remember that? It was like under the dorms.
I never went, so.
But do you know it existed?
Saying it right now reminded me that was a thing.
Okay.
But if you were to ask me,
just point blank, yeah.
It was a blank.
Yeah. Okay. I don't remember what it was called, but you could rent out DVDs and stuff. It was near the hall that Gracie's was in. Anyways, okay. It was in the tunnels. So one time when I was hanging out with him there while he was working, he put on Die Hard. But I had to go to like orchestra or something. So like I was there at like 6:30 and I had to leave at 7. So I only really saw the first 30 minutes or so of Die Hard. So I never saw the entire thing. I just like was watching the movie and then was like, oh no, I have to go to orchestra. Bye. And then at another point when it was on TV, I think my dad was watching it because it was like such a dad movie. I think it was the ending. And then, but I didn't actually see it all the way to the end. I just saw like Alan Rickman hanging there.
Oh, hey, look, it's Alan Rickman.
Yeah, hanging, blonde, weird-haired Alan Rickman. Anyways, so I've seen bits and parts of it, but I have never had the urge to sit down and watch it because even though some would argue it's a disaster movie,
who's argued that?
I think I saw someone, Wikipedia, try to argue it. Or I'm getting it mixed up with something else. Anyways, it's not my kind of disaster movie. I don't know. I've just never gone out of my way to watch it. If it was at a party, I'd watch it, but I've never gone out of my way to watch it.
What is with this, if it's at a party, I'd watch it, thing you got going on?
Sometimes you go to a party and they got a movie on. Although one time I went to a party, it was a Halloween party, and they had the, like, Meat Guy movie. It was like the guy that would kill people on the train. And I did not want to watch that movie at a party.
I don't know what movie you're talking about.
The Midnight Meat Train.
The Midnight Meat Train, thank you. I think we were at that same party. Or maybe we weren't at that same party. I don't know. But yeah, it was the Midnight Meat Train.
Or maybe he just knows the name of the movie.
But it was like a guy that would kill people on like the Midnight Train in New York. And he was doing it to feed the lizard people that lived underground. It was weird.
This is interesting.
Yeah.
I kind of want to do that movie. Okay.
So that's why I haven't seen it.
Okay, so
what do we think it's about?
I hate that you're like, I haven't seen it, but I've seen at least 40 minutes of it.
Yeah, but this was like over 10 years ago.
Okay, weren't you just fighting with Jesse about it? He was like, I saw it like 10, 15 years ago. I don't remember it. Okay. Anyway.
But he saw the whole thing. I haven't seen the whole thing.
Okay. I think I know the basics. So Bruce Willis's character, I don't know what his name is.
Hi, George.
He's trying to get at my leftover tater tots.
Give me your tots.
No, you can't have my tots.
Get your own.
Get your own tots. Anyway. Shit, what was I saying? What I think it's about, I know that I think he has an ex-wife.
Oh,
I think he's visiting his ex-wife at her work.
Okay.
And on Christmas Eve, and I think a bunch of terrorists.
The terrorists
take over the tower.
The terrorists
that she works
in the tower.
in.
Yeah.
And Alan Rickman's the head terrorist. And he's an ex-cop, I think. Or he is a cop.
Oh.
See, I know, slight a little bit. I only know.
Alan Rickman is the ex-cop, or Bruce Willis is the cop?
No, Bruce Willis.
Okay.
Sorry, Bruce Willis is the ex-cop.
So you already know more of the details than I do. I don't know his I thought he was like a janitor.
No! I don't know if he's a cop or an ex-cop.
Okay. Ooh. For our people who are listening only and not watching, there's a lot going on camera right now. Monzy's trying to eat George's tail the same way Biden was biting those babies. So.
Biden be biting babies. Okay. Can we get the Biden baby eaten on recording?
I don't remember.
Okay, anyway, because if we didn't, then this makes no sense.
If you know, you know. If you don't know, I'm sorry.
You know. Shit. And so the terrorist attack happens and they take over the tower, and Bruce Willis is like, I gotta protect everybody. So he starts, I guess, sneaking around and taking out the terrorist gang.
Yeah.
Until he gets to the last one, which is Alan Rickman.
Yeah.
And I think he probably kills him. And he saves the day.
He probably.
And his ex-wife is like, Bruce Willis, I used to complain because you were a cop and that's all you cared about, but that's what saved you. Let's get back together. End of the movie.
I see. Okay. I mean, I think in general, what I think happens matches yours, but I think he's a maintenance guy. I'm gonna say he has no formal
You
training.
know what? I'm standing by it. He's a janitor.
Yeah. I'm gonna say, maybe he was like an ex-cop or an ex-soldier or something, but currently he works in maintenance. Or maybe he's the party's security. I don't know. He's working some blue-collar job now. Because I think he's working the event that his wife is
you think
throwing,
he's working,
you know. So he's like an electrician or a maintenance or janitor, or maybe he's working security or something. And
I think he went to like drop off a present for their kid because he wasn't going to be there on Christmas or something.
Oh, see,
and
that's like
why he was.
That would make it a Christmas movie then.
No. No, because at the end of the day, it's not about fucking Christmas. It's about killing the terrorists.
It's about he's got to make sure his wife gives the Christmas
problem
present to his kid.
And she's like, "You're never there." He's like, "I am sometimes. Here's a present. I'm not going to be there for Christmas." And at the end, he's still not there for Christmas.
She's like, you want to play Santa now? And he's like, and then at the end he shows up wearing the Santa suit. Okay. I don't know why he's there. I'm going to go with maintenance worker, but I like your present idea. That sounds right. Sounds good. And I think he's about to leave. Like, he shows up or whatever, and she's like, get out of my face. And I think he's about to leave the building. But then he, at the last second, stays. Like, he's not even supposed to be there. But the last second, he turns around and goes back in at the same time as the terrorists. And he's still in the building when they take over.
Oh, is it like when you hold the door?
Yeah, kind of thing.
The bad guy?
Yeah.
No.
Maybe it's like that. Like, I think he sees them. Anyways, and he's in there. And I think, like, they think everybody's on the top floor. He's not on the top floor. He's, like, on the bottom floor. And he realizes what, like, I think his wife walkie-talkies him.
My wife. Wait, walkie-talkies?
I think she walkie-talkies him.
Why would he have a walkie-talkie?
I don't know. Because he's a janitor.
And she also has a walkie-talkie to talk to the janitor?
I don't know this.
Sorry. I don't know why this is a detail I'm harping on.
I feel like somehow he has to know something's going on upstairs.
Okay.
So he somehow finds out something's going on upstairs. I feel like the wife knows he's still in there or something. I don't know. None of this makes any sense. But he's crawling in the vents and he kills them. And then Alan Rickman falls off the building. But I think there's that moment where he's like, grab my hand, you don't have to die. And he's like, no. And then he dies.
And he lets go. Wait, are we really close? Why is he
really close? He said we're not close at all.
We're not close at all? What do you mean?
Mine is, you haven't heard Monzy's story though. You've only heard mine. He's heavy sighing, taking.
See, he knows more than us. I don't know why he's being all.
He came over to angrily drink an energy drink because
he looks so defeated.
I know.
If you don't like it, get out of the room.
All right, I think it's trailer time. So.
Okay.
The point is, he's in the building. It happens at a Christmas party. There's terrorists, and one of them falls off the roof. That's the most important part.
Jesse behind you. He looks just like done. Don't complain unless you were gonna tell us what we like. Come on.
Yeah, you had your chance to be on here. You could tell us how we're wrong. Okay. Die Hard original trailer. Oh, I wonder if they have like a really cool Christmas song remix in the soundtrack, like Carol of the Bells. Oh.
Okay, that's a random.
That's like the most hardcore one. Okay, copy. Yeah, but there's like drumming and gunshots. Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah, Carol of the Bells goes pretty hard.
Yeah, it does. He's so young and has his
notice.
hair. Wow.
Barely has his hair.
This hair is clinging to his head.
I mean, his
dear
hair's been
life.
receding since like the early '80s. Still, when he was in that Moonlighting. Okay, let me know when you're ready.
All right, ready? 3, 2, 1, go.
20th Century Fox. Okay.
In LA,
Christmas. Oh, is Daddy coming home?
Santa and Mommy. Oh, this trailer.
He's gonna have to save her. Oh, Alan Rickman's so young.
Mm-hmm. Which building is this?
Nakatomi Tower. That I do know.
Okay, but which
From a Bob's
tower
Burgers
in
episode.
LA?
I don't know. It's called Nakatomi Tower. Oh, like actual?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Woo! Whoa, that's cold.
God damn it! Think.
He's in the elevator.
The last thing.
Oh
I
my
want
God.
is to be a hero. Bruce Willis, Die Hard.
Oh, it's this building. Okay, thank you. Oh, it's not even downtown. It's in Century City.
It's Century City?
Yeah.
Did you Google where the building was?
Jesse came up to show me.
Oh. Oh look, there's your walkie-talkie.
Oh, I told you. I remembered he had a walkie-talkie. Oh, that's from this movie.
I remember that. Oh, I don't remember it, but I know that's from this.
Yippee-ki-yay, motherfucker.
Oh, it's that guy.
Which guy?
What's his name? He's in Breakfast Club.
The teacher?
He plays the principal. Oh yeah, that teacher in the Breakfast Club.
Okay.
Hey, that's the guy from Family Matters.
Family Guy?
Family Matters?
Oh, Family Matters.
Can I do that? Not him, but the dad's uncle.
Oh.
No, the dad.
A hard man to
He's
kill.
an easy man to like and a hard man to kill.
Die Hard. Got invited to the Christmas party by mistake. Who knew?
This music is something else.
Jesse, this movie came out when you were born.
And my brother was born.
Yeah, it's as old as them. Wow.
Wow, it's
Wow.
37.
No? It's 36.
I'm an English teacher. Remember when trailers used to have that narrator guy?
I
love
was
reading
just
these
thinking
stupid-
that.
I know. I just read that YouTube.
Everyone's talking
the
about Jake
YouTube,
Peralta on here.
Yeah, they're all talking about Brooklyn Nine-Nine.
I thought Alan Rickman had an uglier haircut than he actually does. He actually looks
No,
pretty
he does.
handsome in this movie.
Lady, do I sound like I'm ordering a pizza?
He also just sounds like Alan Rickman can only sound like himself.
Rest in peace, Don LaFontaine. His voice-over narration of trailers is legendary. I guess
Okay.
that's the name of the voiceover guy.
Do we want to update our,
I think I was the closest.
I think you were the closest to, I'm going to keep mine for the psychic damage that it's causing people. Okay.
Okay.
I don't know how I could improve it. I feel like my story could still match with this. I don't, like, he's got a walkie-talkie.
I think he stole the walkie-talkie off a terrorist he killed.
But so many people are talking to him through it, so... Okay. Alright.
Well, you just have to change the wavelength, right?
Yeah,
On the walkie-talkie.
the channel, yeah.
The channel or whatever?
Yes.
Fuck, I don't know. I don't use walkie-talkies.
We had a pair of Tigger walkie-talkies when I was younger. They were cute. And then my parents would sometimes, like, if we were driving, like, if we were moving, and my dad would drive one car, my mom would drive the other, and this was before cell phones, they would both have walkie-talkies.
That's so random. Okay.
That's how you could talk to people. They're still relevant. If you have no cell service, walkie-talkies. Okay, let's get into this movie.
Uh-huh.
All right. On
You need an hour and a half, so stop bothering me.
On Christmas Eve, New York City Police Department detective John McClane arrives in LA. So you're right, he is a cop.
He's a cop.
Here we go. Hoping to reconcile with his estranged wife, Holly, at a party held by her employer. Okay, see, Christmas movie. Her name's fucking Holly.
I thought you said Collie.
No, Holly.
Holly?
Like Holly Jolly Christmas. I'm just saying. Anyways, held by her employer, the Nakatomi Corporation. He is driven to Nakatomi Plaza, which I've just learned is in Century City, actually, by by limo driver Argyle, who offers to wait for McClane in the garage. While McClane washes himself, the tower is seized by the German radical Hans Gruber. He does not sound German. He sounds very
Gruber.
British. Oh, this picture, he looks very handsome. With his heavily armed team, including Carl and Theo. I mean, if you click, he has his own Wikipedia page and everything.
Hans Gruber?
Yeah. So does John McClane.
Really?
Yeah. Well, Jesse told me earlier that this was like the first of like 5 or 6 movies. So maybe
Yeah,
that's
there's
why.
a lot of Die Hard movies.
Yes.
Did you not know that?
I didn't know that until today. I knew there was a second one, but I didn't know there were a lot.
You're really driving him crazy over there.
I know, it's great. Okay, so he's washing himself. The tower is seized by Hans Gruber and his heavily armed team, including Carl and Theo. Everyone in the tower is taken hostage, except for McClane, who slips away, and Argyle, who remains oblivious to events.
Oh, Argyle. He's gonna die, probably.
Oh, no. Say it ain't so. Okay, Gruber is posing as a terrorist. Okay, so I guess he's not actually a terrorist. To steal the $640 million in untraceable bearer bonds in the building's vault. If you want to know what a bearer bond is, it is a bond or debt security issued by a government or corporation. No, it's unregistered. Okay, so it's like secret money. He kills executive Joseph Takagi after failing to extract the access code from him and tasks Theo with breaking into the vault. That was like the scene we saw in the trailer.
Okay.
Yeah. Which, I'll be honest, when someone's like, I guess you're gonna have to kill me, and they're like, okay, I'm like, yeah, that makes sense to me. Like, go ahead. But anyways, that was satisfying even though he's a villain. The terrorists...
What?
Because, like, you know when people, like, in movies, not in real life,
Yes,
but, like,
in movies,
where they're like, I guess you're gonna have to kill me, or something, and then the person's like, okay, and then just does. There's something satisfying to it for me, because there's no beating around the bush or drawing it out. It's like, alright, you're gone. Whether it's the hero killing the villain or the villain killing some sympathetic person. I don't know. To me, I enjoy when that happens in movies.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't know how to explain it other than it's efficient, so.
Okay. Okay! Okay.
Okay. The terrorists are alerted to McClane's presence. How, though? And Carl's brother, Tony, is sent after him. So wait, Carl is... Are these guys German or what? How does this German guy have a brother named Tony?
I think they're both... I think they're both in there, probably. I mean, a guy named Carl's allowed to have a brother named Tony.
Okay. I've never heard of a German person named Tony, but maybe they're not German. Anyways, McClane kills Tony. Oh, Tony, you were only there for a second. And takes his weapon and radio.
We fought over your name for nothing.
Which he uses to contact the skeptical LAPD Sergeant Al Powell, who is sent to investigate. Meanwhile, McClane kills more terrorists and recovers their bag of C4 detonators.
Oh my god.
Realizing Powell is about to leave, having found nothing amiss, McClane drops a terrorist's corpse onto his car. Damn. Okay. That car is, like, totaled now. Okay.
Can you imagine? You're like, well, nothing to see here. It's like a body just splashes on you, and you're like, oh, god damn it.
Yeah. How does he know that's the terrorist, though?
He does it, but now he needs to investigate why a body
that's
fell
true.
on him. Unless, like, you wrote, like, on him and, like, a lipstick or something. I am a terrorist. I wonder what this says.
After Powell calls for backup, a SWAT team attempts to storm the building, but is counterattacked by the terrorists. How many of them are there? Okay.
12. They said 12.
They did? I read it and I don't even remember.
You said 12.
It just says his heavily armed team.
Oh.
Yeah.
I heard you say 12.
Carl and Theo are two people that are included.
Oh, I don't know where I heard you say 12.
I'm looking right now and I don't see it. It just, he kills a lot of them. Anyways.
Like the Bernstein versus Bernstein Bears.
Yeah.
Controversy.
Okay. McClane throws some C4 down an elevator shaft, causing an explosion that kills some of the terrorists and ends the counterattack.
Wouldn't that destabilize the building, though? Just as...
I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know how integral the elevator shaft is to a building's structural integrity.
I guess that's true. I'm just saying, I think any bomb going off in any building should... I guess in my mind should destroy the structural integrity of any building. But whatever. Okay.
Yeah, this is true. Okay. Holly's coworker, Harry Ellis, attempts to negotiate on Gruber's behalf, but is killed by Gruber when McClane refuses to surrender. Uh-oh. What do we call that? Collateral damage. While checking the explosives on the roof, Gruber encounters McClane and pretends to be an escaped hostage.
Oh no.
Uh-oh. McClane...
So devious.
McClane gives Gruber a gun!
No!
Yup. All according to his plan. Gruber...
I wouldn't even give a hostage a gun.
Right! It'd be like...
I wouldn't be like, oh, you're all alone, here's a weapon.
Gruber attempts to shoot McClane, but finds the weapon is unloaded. So then why would you give him the gun anyways?
Just as a security blanket?
Okay.
It's okay, you'll be safe if you're attacked by a terrorist. Here's a gun.
So, like, bluff. I don't know. He is saved only by the intervention of other terrorists. I really want, like, a number here. But anyways. McClane escapes, but
12.
Yeah, 12.
Oh, was it in the trailer?
Oh.
Did the trailer say 12? Or am I crazy?
I don't remember.
Okay, I'm gonna rewatch it once you finish.
Okay.
I'm gonna see if I,
All
that's
right.
where I got the number.
Like
Like the 12 apostles of Jesus.
like the 12 days of Christmas. It's all coming together.
It's all coming together.
Oh my goodness. Okay. McClane escapes, but he's injured by shattered glass and loses the detonators. Outside, FBI agents take control. I really like this Wikipedia article is so funny because they spell out the entire thing before they get into the acronym. Like, outside, Federal Bureau of Investigation, FBI.
Yeah.
Agents
Oh,
take
you've never
control.
heard of the Federal Bureau of Investigation?
No, I don't know what FBI means. They order the power to be shut off, which, as Gruber had anticipated, disables the final vault lock so his team can collect the bonds. I don't know how I feel about that mechanism, but okay. The FBI agrees to Gruber's demand for a helicopter. He said, give me a helicopter, and the FBI said, sure. Okay. Intending to send helicopter gunships to eliminate the group.
Okay.
What's a helicopter gunship?
It's a helicopter with a gun.
But why is it called a gunship?
Because there's multiple guns. Continue.
McClane realizes Gruber plans to blow the roof to kill the hostages and fake his team's deaths. Carl, enraged by Tony's death, attacks McClane and is seemingly killed. Tony. I think I saw that scene, but I don't remember. Gruber sees a news report by Richard Thornburg on McClane's children and deduces that he is Holly's husband. Oh. Okay, I guess.
Oh, wait, why is there a news report on him?
I don't know. Maybe
That
they're
doesn't
like
make
trying to
sense to
figure
me.
out who the hostages are, and then they show the kids. That seems irresponsible, though.
That doesn't make sense to me. I mean, back in the day, in the newspaper, they'd be like, this guy was attacked. John Simpson, who lives on 1778
This is
Newsboro Lane, was attacked and robbed at his home.
With his wife and two children, ages XYZ,
Yes.
go to this
And it'd be
school.
like, why would you give all this information away?
Here's a
But
family picture
Yeah.
of them happy and of the attack. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, that makes sense. Now that makes sense. The hostages are taken to the roof while Gruber keeps Holly with him. McClane drives the hostages from the roof just before Gruber detonates it and destroys the approaching FBI helicopters. Meanwhile, Theo retrieves an escape vehicle from the parking garage, but is knocked out by Argyle. I was wondering where he was this whole time.
Wait, Theo was who was he again?
He was just another terrorist.
Oh, okay. You were okay. You were waiting for him to show up.
No, I was waiting for Argyle to show up. Because Theo
okay.
gets knocked out by Argyle, who has been following the events on the limo's CB radio. What is a CB radio? Citizens Band Radio. He's just following it on the radio.
I'm glad you're explaining all this to me.
Some of this, I don't know. This is kind of a weirdly written plot synopsis. It's like, it's very technical. Like, I've been saying, like, LAPD, blah, 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 but, like, they said Los Angeles Police Department, LAPD, New York City Police Department, NYPD. Like, it's very strange. Okay.
This is weird.
But they didn't explain what SWAT means, so it's also inconsistent.
I'll never know what SWAT means.
Anyways. A weary and battered McClane finds Holly with Gruber and his remaining henchmen. McClane surrenders to Gruber and is about to be shot, but grabs his concealed service pistol taped to his back and uses his last 2 bullets to wound Gruber and kill his accomplice. Oh, it's just the one accomplice then. Judas.
That's left.
Okay.
Okay.
Gruber crashes through a window but grabs onto Holly's wristwatch and makes a last-ditch attempt to kill the pair. McClane unclasps the watch and Gruber falls to his death. Oh, so there's none of the, let me grab your hand, and he says
Yeah,
no.
I think that felt pretty obvious when Jesse got up and was like...
I mean, that was after I said it, though, so.
I know.
Anyways. Oh, wait, no, Carl's still alive. Outside, Carl ambushes McClane and Holly, but is shot dead by Powell, the LAPD police officer.
Okay.
Holly punches Thornburg, the reporter guy, when he attempts to interview McClane. I didn't remember who it was. I had to look at it. Okay. Argyle crashes through the parking garage door in the limo and drives McClane and Holly away together. The end.
They're not going to get debriefed by the police?
No.
Just, all right, peace out, we're going home.
Just bye-bye.
Okay.
So it's not his ex-wife. They're still
together, but they're estranged.
Estranged. They live separately, it seems.
Yeah, separated, estranged.
Yeah. Okay. What do we think about this movie then?
It was more or less what I thought.
Yeah.
I don't know. It just, even after hearing what it's about, I still don't think it's that interesting.
Yeah.
But I guess if it's sort of like the basis for most of these type of films, it makes sense that it seems pretty generic in a sense because it was the first one.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I don't know. I still don't think it's a Christmas movie. I don't care what you say.
I'd have to watch it to craft my argument if I wanted to argue.
If we wanted to have
that
a real argument about this.
Yes. So it's based on a novel, Nothing Lasts Forever.
Okay.
Which is kind of a cooler title.
Nothing lasts forever.
Oh. But in the novel, it's his daughter's Christmas party, not his wife. And the novel is a sequel to another novel called The Detective. Okay. All right. So.
Hold on, I'm gonna look. Hold on, I'm gonna look for see if they tell me how many terrorists in the trailer.
Oh yeah.
Yes. The trailer tells me 12 terrorists.
The trailer says okay.
So I knew I wasn't just pulling 12 out of nowhere. It was in the trailer.
So it is like Jesus and his 12 disciples then. Or the 12 days of Christmas.
George, no, you've eaten an hour and 15 minutes.
All right, so of the 12 terrorists, Carl and Theo are named, but then there's also Tony. So we have names for 3 of them.
Okay.
They all get killed separately. He's killing, like, so then when they say he's killing terrorists, he's probably killing like 2 or 3 of them at a time because he's encountering these people quite frequently. Yeah. Okay. It's a pretty high kill count. All right.
Pretty high. He's Joe McClane. He doesn't care. He's a rogue cop in the 80s.
Yeah, he is. So this apparently is considered one of the greatest action films of all time, considered to have revitalized the action genre, largely due to its depiction of McClane as a vulnerable and fallible protagonist in contrast to the muscle-bound and invincible heroes of other films. Retrospective commentators also identified and analyzed its thematic concerns, including vengeance, masculinity, gender roles, and American anxieties over foreign influences. We love American anxieties over foreign influences.
I'm glad we got over that part of our our culture.
Yeah.
She said facetiously.
Yeah. Oh, here's the film produced a host of imitators. The term Die Hard became a shorthand for plots featuring overwhelming odds in a restricted environment, such as Die Hard on a Bus. I want to know what movie that one is.
Speed.
Oh, you both said it.
Yeah, it's Speed with Keanu Reeves and Sandra Bullock.
I've never seen that movie. I get that movie confused with Crash all the time.
Oh, no, Crash is like... I don't like Crash.
Which one's the one where it's like 2 families?
Crash.
Oh, so then Speed is
literally you can't stop driving the bus. If the bus goes below like 55 miles an hour, the bus will explode.
Oh my god. That's too stressful.
The movie's actually pretty good.
I hear
know
it's good, but...
It's not like a great movie, but it's pretty good.
I see.
I went in like, this movie's gonna be stupid, and I left like... This movie's pretty decent.
Why can't they just... How fast can the bus go? Like, what's the minimum speed?
I don't remember. It's like 55 or something.
Oh, you can't just jump out of it, then.
No,
okay.
You can't really jump out of it. Yeah, it's a whole thing.
Okay, I see. Well, the sequels are Die Hard 2, Die Hard with a Vengeance, Live Free or Die Hard. I heard about that one this morning. A Good Day to Die Hard.
Die Hard.
That's it. Plus video games, comics, and merchandise.
Yeah.
Due to its Christmas Eve setting, Die Hard is also often named one of the best Christmas films, although its status as a Christmas film is disputed.
Yes, and I dispute it.
That's so funny. Apparently, a lot of people didn't think it was gonna do well, but then it did. So
That makes sense.
yeah,
Checks
Fox
out.
Plaza in Century City is the tower. I thought it was gonna take place in downtown LA.
It's in fake downtown LA.
Yeah. Context. Okay. I'm seeing if there's anything else interesting here. It's a pretty long article. Thematic analysis. There's a painting of Odysseus, aided by Telemachus, preparing to slaughter his wife's suitors. They compared Odysseus's tale to John McClane's quest to rescue his wife from the terrorists. Okay. It's only after McClane defeats the terrorists through violence that his marriage is reconciled. Alright then.
They're probably divorced in the second movie.
Probably. Oh, hold on here. It is McClane and Powell's relationship that is instrumental to McClane's success. The pair share a non-romantic intimacy that enables McClane to confess his failings as a husband in a way he did not with Holly.
Powell is the
LAPD police officer.
Okay.
Gruber fails because he is isolated, self-interested, and sacrifices his team for his own survival.
You're reading the thematic analysis
Yes,
thing in there?
it's just like an essay.
I mean, people love Die Hard. It's not surprising that
Yeah.
I suppose the Wikipedia page is.
Oh, here we go. Alongside the mainly German group of terrorists, I knew this was coming, Nakatomi Plaza is owned by a Japanese corporation and the hostages are American. So this guy identified this as reflecting American anxieties about foreign powers at a time when Japanese tech firms threatened to dominate American tech industry. So that, of course, when Bruce Willis survives and the Japanese owner is killed or whatever, it's the Americans will survive and prevail, right? The film embodies a resentful 1980s blue-collar rage against feminist yuppies, the media, the authorities, and foreign nationals.
I like that.
And notes the film can also be considered progressive in its portrayal of its African-American characters, such as cast members Vel Johnson, Gilliard, and White are featured in prominent and important roles. Well, the LAPD officer is one of them. I think the driver is too, question mark? Yeah. But it's like, yeah, they're given, like, prominent roles, but what is the actual role they are playing? I don't know. Interesting. This thematic analysis is interesting.
Why don't you write your own thematic analysis of Die Hard on Wikipedia?
I need to read it first. Or not read it, watch it first.
You need to read.
I need to read the
to
movie, read the book, and then watch the movie, obviously.
Obviously.
Alright, what do we think? Clearly this movie, like, we've never seen it, but we pretty much knew what was going on. This movie has been parodied and quoted and referenced all over the place, right? It is the godfather of action movies, basically. So, any last thoughts?
It's exactly what I expected.
Mm-hmm.
It's not a Christmas movie.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I always forget Alan Rickman's in it, and then people are like, "Oh yeah, Alan Rickman's in it, and I remember. It's just always how it is.
He's the only, like, I know Bruce Willis and Alan Rickman are in it. That's it.
Oh,
And
I
he
just
falls
always
off.
think Bruce Willis, and I always forget.
I see.
Alan Rickman is in it. I believe Alan Rickman survives. Hans Gruber survives.
How? He fell
I
off
think-
the tower.
I think he's in the second movie. Or the third movie.
What?
I looked up Hans Gruber, and they were like, he's considered one of the greatest villains of all time. When I looked at his Wikipedia page, I don't know why I said it like that.
Wikipedia.
So I think I think he's in the second movie or something.
The producers introduced his brother, Simon, in the third movie, played by Jeremy Irons. I could see that. The scene where Gruber pretends to be an escaped hostage was not in the script, but was added when they realized Rickman could pull off a convincing American accent. That's funny.
Mm.
Oh, he has a German accent in the movie? I didn't hear it.
We saw him. We heard him talk for like a second.
I didn't hear it in the second. Oh, yeah, Speed. Die Hard on a bus. Die Hard on a mountain. Die Hard on a battleship. Die Hard on a plane. Die Hard on Alcatraz Island. That one's The Rock. The plane is Air Force
I hated
One.
The Rock.
I have the soundtrack of The Rock, and
I like Air Force One.
And every time I go to San Francisco, my dad brings up Alcatraz. Cliffhanger is Die Hard on a mountain. Under Siege is Die Hard on a battleship.
I've only heard of some of those, and only watched some of those.
I see. You like Air Force One?
I like Air Force
Oh,
One.
it's Harrison Ford. Is that what you
Yeah,
like?
it's Harrison Ford. I own it, I think. It's on digital.
Wow, you like it enough to own it.
It was on sale for really cheap. I think it was the same price as renting it, and I was like, I'll just buy it. Why am I going to rent it for the same price?
Wait, the president tries to rescue people in this movie?
No, yeah. Air Force One is so good. So, hold on. This is just a complete... So, he is on, like... He's the president, and he is, like, going somewhere. He just gave a speech about whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And... this guy, he's pretending to be a reporter or whatever, he gets on, and he's, like, the terrorist, and so he's like, I'm gonna kill the fucking president. But the president, I think he used to, of course, be, like, whatever, like, in the military or whatever.
Oh.
So he's the one who ends up, like, trying to save everyone.
Oh.
Because he's fucking Harrison Ford. It's so good. The movie's so good. I loved it.
Okay, alright.
It's good. I recommend Air Force
You
One.
recommend Air Force One. That's like the handshake between you and my dad, I think, would be.
Yeah, Air Force One.
All right, then. Well, I have nothing to really add or say about Die Hard. I'd need to watch it to say anything, I think.
Uh-huh.
Because these I'm interested in these thematic analyses, so I'd want to watch it and
So
then...
you want to watch it so you can comprehend and add your own.
So I can be that really annoying person at the Christmas party that's
Oh.
waiting for someone to bring up Die Hard so I can
What
jump
is anyone
in.
bringing up Die Hard? Have you ever been somewhere where they randomly bring up Die Hard?
Yes.
Oh.
Oh, it happens quite
I've
frequently, I feel.
They've never been anywhere where anyone mentions Die Hard.
And if you bring up Christmas movies, and I feel like around Christmas time, someone brings up Christmas movies and someone brings up Die Hard. Like, maybe I just hang out with too much men.
Maybe that's it. Well, I mean, so do
Also
I.
you, so I don't know.
But we're not talking about Die Hard.
I'm just saying it only during the holiday
yeah.
season does it come.
Okay.
I'm not hearing about Die Hard the rest of the year, but during the holiday season, that's when it comes up.
I'm not talking about Die Hard the rest of the year.
So I need to watch it.
But around the same time, we hear those jingle bells from Mariah Carey's All I Want for Christmas.
When I hear that ring ting tingling, then I gotta
Yeah.
watch Die
That's
Hard.
when you also hear. So you know, Die Hard's also a Christmas movie in the background.
Well, no, that's when I come in and be annoying
Oh.
and talk about, like, did you know it's also about American anxieties of foreign
Oh
influence?
my god.
This movie is
Think
actually...
about, like, during the late 1980s with the rise of Japanese manufacturing and electronics and technology.
Exactly.
I was gonna be like,
That's what I'm saying. We mean that annoying person at a party that shuts
Oh my
down the
God.
other annoying person at the party who is dying to talk about Die Hard, and then I'm gonna make them regret I'm gonna make the Die Hard conversation hard for them, so and they'll be dying to get out of it.
You're gonna make it die hard.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. All right, Corinne, what do you give this movie?
I'm gonna give it 3 stars out of 5.
Okay.
Because, like, I don't know if I will like the movie or not, but the cultural significance gives it a point. So.
George, I dropped a tater tot. Oh, you stole the tater tot, George. He stole the tater tot.
Oh my god, he does a big bite.
Ate some of it. When did you do that? Okay, sorry.
The mystery. We need to get New York Police Department NYPD detective John McClane on the case.
He's gonna blow your ass up, George.
Oh. Alright, what do you think about it? What would you rate this movie?
I was also gonna probably give it a 3 out of 5. It seems, I don't know, pretty cut and dry, pretty basic.
Yeah, basic. Which again, like you said, it might just be feels that way because we've come so far. So.
Yeah. We've come so far.
We've come so far.
Yeah, but I mean, I feel like it's on my list of things to watch.
Yeah.
It's been on my list of things to watch for a while just because I know it is such a big movie in the whole echelon of, action films people talk about, know about, reference. I've seen a lot of things referencing it.
Yeah.
So, and I was like, I guess that's what Die Hard's about. Like, I don't know.
Maybe I'll understand the American white male psyche better if I watch Die Hard.
Maybe. I guess if that's what you want, sure.
Yeah. Yeah, that makes sense. It just feels like a TV movie. Like, that's like if it came on TV, I'd watch it. But I don't have a TV that does that. Like, not like a cable way.
My TV only plays things I want it to watch.
I have to tell it what to do. It doesn't initiate anything.
Yeah, okay, sure.
All right, well, that's the movie. Jesse, out of 5 stars, how would you rate Die Hard? 4. He's given us 4 fingers, 4 stars.
4 fingers?
4
giving
out of
us
5
4 of the fingers? Okay. Flipping us off 4 times.
Wow. Yeah, to give us
okay.
4 out of 5 stars. Cool. Well, if you've seen Die Hard, let us know if you think it's a Christmas movie or not. In fact, you should be able to let us know directly on the podcast somehow. I think there's a number you can text.
We don't know how.
I don't know how, but Buzzsprout says you can, so...
I think you can also leave comments.
Oh yeah, you could have always done that, so you could do that too.
Okay, oh my god.
Monze, where can they find us?
Where can they find
us?
us?
I beat you to it. I beat you to
it. You can find me. No, you can find us at We Don't Watch Movies Pod on Instagram. And you can find me on Instagram at Magic Monster.
And you can find me at Corinne is Korean. All this information is also in like the description too. But yes, that's where you can find us for spelling.
Great, big thumbs up.
I'm just because I usually spell my stuff, and I'm like, I don't actually. You can just read the
You're like,
description.
I don't need to do that.
Yeah.
So, I need to make them do the work.
If you find Monze, you'll find me because we follow each other. Okay. Thanks for listening.
Imagine if we didn't. All right, yes. Thank you for listening, everyone. Goodbye.
Bye.
Goodbye.